reminder, Pacific Macta will lead out on the map score, and we are going to be kicking right into map number 2, which could decide the fate of Carahouse and Pacific Macta. And let's take a look at how this one goes out to be. Pacific Macta on the blacklist side, just like how it happened on the last map, and they're going to be running themselves down towards middle. But Carahouse not necessarily watching it here, as Shady's going to start rotating in, but can he find the kills needed? He does see the tip of the head, but gets spotted out and will have to flash himself out of position, but he's getting swarmed by the players of Pacific Macta. Justin does go down in the process, and Rambo has already arrived. The Dola starts swinging out from windows, jumping out like a madman, will find the headshot. MVA on the bomb site, no! Clutch happening right here. 2 kills already for him, and ZYK from backside will find the kill, but it's traded out by Kimbum. MVA versus 2, rather more like 1.1 as Shady sitting on 10 HP there. Won't have enough room to get the bomb planted. Has a smoke to work with, but Kimbum and Shady coalition could come in for the retake any moment soon.
It's not going to be easy for MVA. I think he has to cover a lot of angles, and he's all by himself. Oh, the flash timing is excellent, and now they're trying to get on top of him. He doesn't know where they are at all. And now he's going to take the 1v1 versus Kimbum, and there it is again, MVA! A huge clutch. 4 kills for this guy in the first round.
What a madman MVA was. The rest of his teammates just fell down and got a double kill on the bomb site, get the bomb planted, and all of a sudden 1v2 clutch. That's an easy job for me, as if I'm just opening a bag of blaze. He just does it, and does it for his team, and Pacific Macta starts leading out once again.
Yeah, I mean, just like he's
that
on the B site.
site.
You can see they're trying to challenge him. The issue for Carahouse rather is that he gets to take 4 1v1s in a row as we're flying around the map there. Essentially, you know, if you're double swinging him, then it's much more difficult. But if MVA can just, you know, tap, get covered, tap, get covered, get tap, that's essentially what he was able to do. And yeah, it's still very impressive from him that he's able to pull that off, but I think there was counterplay that Carahouse was not able to utilize.
Yeah,
like and especially because the map was so the round was so crazy, and everybody was kind of running around, that allowed him to get those angles.
Yeah, even though this Invitational CFS 2024 Invitational is a tournament, you don't want to be, as an individual player, playing that tournament-esque duels. You want to more than likely double swing your enemy if it's a given 2v1. You don't want to give that chance to the enemy, that 1v1 chance to clutch. But right now, after a minute and 30 seconds being burnt down, Pacific Macta is going to be sending their way in closer towards vents and having ZYK up on the front. Lucas is going to be on top of the bomb site. Crouch, hiding. Kimbum takes a bunch of the process, but Lucas is going to be able to find the kill for ZYK. Justin quickly returns the favorite. And Aldrin, though, now dead stuck with Papa Nate, but the flashbang might be good enough to send Revenge on top of the bomb site. And there we go. He'll find that quick spray down to Shady. The bomb site is pried. Open the bomb soon to be planted, but the rotation has already happened. Dola will find one through the smoke of all things, and Rambo as well. But MVA, just like how he clutched last round, is going to already equalize this back down to 1v1, and Rambo, in all sweats, will have to go for that 1v1 as well. 20 seconds onto the clock, and MVA really needs to get the bomb planted any moment soon.
He's going to plant it here, so Rambo will know. No, he's actually not yet going to plant it, but now he will go for it, which gives Rambo a chance to just snipe him down easily. Rambo will pick it up. Definitely a closer round this time around, but Rambo makes it easy for himself and keeps Carahouse's hopes alive.
MVA just almost finished that round, although the timer was against him. He had to eventually go for the plant, and having not too many places to plant, Rambo was knowing exactly where MVA could have been at, and eventually finds the shot, and that will be the round towards Carahouse. Some overnades being cocked by Kimbum, and fortunately for him, nobody from the side of Pacific Macta is outside of A long.
Yep, they're all just going to be backed off here, which is just fine. MVA putting up the big numbers early on. He's not really the top fragger on his team at the moment. I think he had the 4th highest KD so far in this tournament. So pretty interesting that he was able to pop off in such a big way right when they needed him most, which was very, very good for him. As they are setting up here for another A hit. Grenade is going to hit Kimbum. Kimbum was hopping at that exact same position, so they knew they could just throw a grenade in there, and he could probably be in the same setup as now they are. Looking to get some overflashes here. Both members of Carahouse up top on the A site. We'll see if that works out for them. As gonna poke out. Justin still waiting for the overflashes to come in, but this is getting some time for Carahouse to rotate in onto the site. They have so much support here. Kimbum and Lucas up top, but ZYK able to trade one back. Now Dola gonna swing, and it's all up to Revenge 1v2 with an AWM in this close range battle. Not going to be easy for him, as he will look to peek real quick. They know the bomb is down here on top of A. There's smoke in their face. Will they spot Revenge is the question. He is going to hit the pistol shot. Nearly gets the next one, and he's not going to get it. Dola does headshot him down and doesn't give him a chance to get the arm shot.
Revenge is now really hoping that he had an M4 in the honest sense, like what he did to Port. But this time around was the Eom, and he had to go for the pistol. We'll find the first kill, but the second not quite there, as the off angle that the player of Carahouse was holding was just a little bit stronger. And given that both of these players have top class aim in APAC. But moving into round number 4, some early shots being thrown out by ZYK. He's going to take a bunch of HP away from Shady. Unfortunately, this guy is getting bullied down towards middle, whether it be Port or whether it be Ankara. We'll have to back away from middle. And maybe that might's give enough room for Pacific Macta to play with the map. Like you said on the last map, the delay from Carahouse allowed for the rotation and the bomb site hold, although it was a little bit wonky. It almost had to come down to that 1v1, but this time around, the defense could be stronger on the side of Carahouse. As now we are looking at the clock being burnt down to the minute 30-second mark, and the C4 has been rotated down towards middle with 3 players looking to aggress down onto it. The charge. The leader of the pack is going to be Revenge up on the front with the AWM Brave. Let's see if he's going to be able to hit that shot.
Nice double peek here from Carahouse. They're going to get down ZYK. And unfortunately for Pacific Macta, yes, they're not going to be met with much resistance through B bottom, but with office control now gone, and one of your members also gone, you have to check every single angle, and the retake is going to be very easy for the side of Carahouse. Rambo also checking that angle. He's not quite going to get the timing, though, as Justin takes him down. That's very unfortunate for Rambo, because he knew that was a possibility, and yet just didn't have the timing.
MVA playing the lurker down towards middle. He may have a chance to spray down 2 players, but the C4 now gets planted by Alge, and with 30 seconds onto the clock. And here comes the rotation from Kimbum and Lucas, and Kimbum somehow knows this and will tap MVA out from the lobby. It's going to be a 3-on-4, but the hold seemingly possible with the positions that Justin is holding. He's going to find 1 onto Kimbum, and he's going to swing and get a double. And the process down to a 2v2. Can Justin hold this one down? As Dola is going to find the kill onto Revenge. It's going to be back down to a 2v2. 13 seconds and ticking. Carahouse really has to start moving in right now, but Justin jumping himself by the boxes, not being able to find the kill. But Justin will end up finding 1 down to 1v1. The time is not there. 2 seconds and ticking. The defuse comes through, but it's not going to happen. And Carahouse will find their... No, it's going to be 2. It's going to be equalized back down to 2-on-2, right?
Yes, that should be a 2-and-2 situation now at the end of that round. You guys might have noticed, but MVA was walking into a wall, and then he actually did get booted from the server. He did get knocked out from the server, quite literally. Not by the gun, but also did die at the same time, so kind of funny.
Wall punched him in the face back.
Yeah. Literally just killed him out of the server. He's just gone. No, we're just going to have to replay. Or rather re-get in the lobby, but we are going to take a look at the replay at the same time. Justin holding on to this angle, and then he knows, okay, I'm the last person. There's really not enough time. I'm just going to play this box, play the time. And as you can see, it takes about 4.5 seconds, and he doesn't have that amount of time. As MVA's cam has also stopped, so you see that we'll just have to wait for him probably to get a restart in, and
I have to wait for the reconnect of the player who has been having some technical difficulties. Sorry for that, as we do have a little bit of delay. But yeah, in general, I do feel like Carahouse is having a tough time having to face off their APAC counterpart, as they did drop the map of Port and now going to Ankara, only being able to get tied back to 2-on-2 after having 2 in a row, not being able to build up the momentum and kick things in for the engine. But yeah, if Carahouse can find Ankara, Black Widow should be a lot easier to play against Pacific Macta. The stats you were just looking up just moments ago. Carahouse definitely has a little bit better score lines on that map in comparison to that of Pacific Macta. So the real decider will be the fact that can they get to the decider map, or are they going to get knocked out here? Because the moment Carahouse drops this map, it's over for the series, and I think we're safe to say it's over for the group stage as well.
Yeah, I do believe so. Although Pacific Macta will have an extra match to play compared to Carahouse. So if Carahouse won and the Pacific Macta lost the other two, there is, I guess, potential for tiebreakers. But again, still very early on to figure out all of that exactly at this point in time. So we'll have to wait. The map ban pick was pretty interesting for the series, I think. You know, something to talk about. The port pick for the side of Pacific Macta, definitely something they didn't always prioritize, and we didn't see them play it a lot. And also on the side of Carahouse, they didn't pick it a lot, but they looked great against Vasco in this tournament. They actually beat Vasco on port, so you would expect coming into this one that Carahouse would be pretty comfortable on port. That's not what we saw by the end of it all, and Pacific Macta had some kind of read, some kind of mind read here from them, and that port pick really worked out for them, even though it was kind of unexpected.
Yeah, although a little bit of surprise for both of these teams, but Port eventually goes to the way of Pacific Macta. Shady's going to crouch between the spot the players out. Will pop the flash. This Pacific Macta realizes, no, they do not. So Zell gets a headshot, but now just going to start swinging back onto him. We'll find the equalizer. With the spawn area being controlled, mid is fully taken by PM, and Carahouse kind of hold on to the bomb sites, but doesn't matter. Dola will just go full out aggressive and spray out ZYK from the lobby in the process.
Yeah, nice little play there. Still Pacific Macta hanging around the middle of the map, not committing to either side just yet. That is going to force Carahouse into a 2-2 split. Rambo and Dola here on the B site. So I feel like that's probably not the site you want to go for, but a little bit more difficult to get onto that one from mid, as especially with Rambo up top and Dola right around the corner. They're going to make quick work of that push from the side of Pacific Macta. So now Revenge all alone. And he's got to go towards B because the bomb is down. He's going to know that Rambo's up there. Ooh, and he's not going to hit that shot either. Moves over to the AK.
Now with a rifle. Now with an arm that he swapped it back. He knows exactly where Rambo is, but he's not sure if he came down from the watchtower. But that shot should give him an idea, but Dola will swing from the backside. There, it's going to be the third round getting picked up by Carahouse, keeping the dream still in there. But the way Pacific Macta is playing, them either aggressing onto the bomb sites or trying to gain control of mid, it's been working out, I'll say that. And Carahouse really needs to step up to their macro game because they're really relying on the individual performances of the players right now.
Sneaking through smoke, trying to get a close range arm shot. It doesn't work, and he's going to have to recalibrate. Something's not going right with some of the shots that he has been taking. But a very aggressive angle that he just took, and now a quick rotation over to A. I don't think Carahouse are going to expect this quick of a rotation from Pacific Macta. But let's see if they can get something going. The grenade does come in. Shouldn't have done all too much damage. Flashes over the top are going to be pretty good. Pin bump does go down, and now up top, Justin dodging all the bullets. Aldrin with a kill with the grenade to finish off Lucas finally. And this plant quickly comes down onto A.
And the bomb being planted, the retake has to come through, but some flashes not quite blinding any of the Pacific Macta. ZYK and the NBA is going to find the piece each. And that leaves Rambo all alone. We've seen him clutch after clutch per round, but this one is going to be quite tough.
Yeah, we'll see if he can pull it off. I mean, 15 seconds left. He's going to swap over to the AK. going to be the go sign, but Aldrin is going to immediately take him down. And so a third round picked up here for the side of Pacific Macta, keeping it close from the Blacklist side. Always good if you are a Pacific Macta fan.
Good double swing, at least, unlike that of Carahouse. Aldrin swung right out the moment his teammate got his head tipped off, but this time around, aggressive A push, and eventually this information will be passed down to Carahouse to hold on to the B bumps. A strong mid is going to be controlled. Well, after gaining that information, Shady and Lucas is going to fall back instantly, but Shady, having some other ideas, is going to position himself by connector and expecting enemy players to be down towards middle. And he's going to boost it in closer towards the B connector as well. And he's going to pop that nade, doing about 30 HP damage to Justin. CYK opens up onto Dola, and that will be the opening frag to start us up. Now coming through the underpass security, the rest of the players of Pacific Macta eventually will take the arm shot onto Shady, taking the kill. And all of a sudden, even though Carahouse was able to gain that information out towards a long, Kimbum is going to find one kill, but one kill only. And just to finish what I was saying, even though Carahouse did have that valuable information outside a long, they weren't able to hold it down on the bomb set, and there we go. That will wrap up the round for us. Revenge is going to find that quick headshot with a pistol, and it looks like Pacific Macta is going to start leading out, just like how they did it on Port. The round line a little bit different, but it's going to be 4-3 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, already looking fantastic for them. They're playing this Ankara map really well. Keep in mind, this is Carahouse's choice, and a map that they have played already 3 times in this tournament of CFSI. So Carahouse have shown a lot of information, and perhaps Pacific Macta are getting the read on them. They had a very nice fast push that Carahouse were just not ready for, and they got that flank on in that really led essentially to the round win once they were able to get that flank from mid. So let's see if they can pull something like that off once again. Justin lurking around mid, and the C4 is going to join him. Take a look at the position now from the side of Carahouse. 3 people on A, and nobody in mid to check this once again. So another chance for Pacific Macta, if they run through mid, to get this flank going.
To really get this flank going, but right now, Carahouse not really having an interest to look down towards middle, and this may cost them yet another round. Shady not having no interest in down towards middle. I mean, he tried for a couple of rounds earlier on, but looks like he himself also gave up on looking down towards middle. Rather, he's going to be joining forces down towards the A bomb site, and Tola just casually run and guns the head of Revenge. So the armor from Pacific Macta is down, and Shady, showing the reason why he dropped mid and came to the A bomb site, will tip the head of ZYK out from the lobby.
So Pacific Macta, they took some pretty severe losses here. A couple of guys already going down, but they will get enough information to say, okay, it's only Dola looking at mid. Now Dola is going to get another quick headshot, so this is looking pretty good for the side of Carahouse at this point. But again, this is going to be some interesting information for Pacific Macta, where it's like, okay, we can essentially just run down mid into spawn if we would like. Justin is going to pick up that first kill, gives them a chance for the clutch here in the 2v4. Dola around the left side. Justin again is clean with it, picks up the headshot, gives them a legitimate chance at clutching this.
2v3 now from a 2v4 as Aldrin's going to start firing as well, but the roaming tide from Carahouse is too strong for the rest of the players of Pacific Macta to hold this one down, and Carahouse is going to be able to find their 4th as well, as now the remainder of the first half is going to be only a single round of all this. This may be yet another 5-4 half.
It will be, in fact.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like 100% of the time it is 5-4.
You know
one
your
way
math,
or another.
brother. Like
Yeah. Only one round left. They're tied at 4-4. That's the way it works. I did my ears in school. So Pacific Macta, we'll see if they can end with a good lead, or if it's just going to be Dola carrying his team to 2 round wins in a row. I mean, this is pretty huge revenge. Uh-oh. The timing on that was not great, and the double swing from the side of Carahouse is fantastic. It's going to force Pacific Macta to push in through the air ducts, and there's all 3 of them just going in blind. No utility. Information already given over to the side of Carahouse. They know they're in here, and Luke is going to pick up 3 to easily clean them up. on the half. So 5 rounds going the way of Carahouse.
And finally, Carahouse finally showing some signs of life in them, and is going to be able to close out that first half with a round win on top of that of Pacific Macta's. But I don't know, a lot of the macro play on the side of Carahouse not really working, and it just really had to come down to the individual skill levels of players like Dola or Lucas or Rambo to hold onto the bomb sites, take the kills, and even clutch it out. Well, looks like we are ready to switch these sides and go into the latter half of this map. And I don't know, minus the macro play and going into the individual plays, I don't think that is the general sense you want to have as the team going into the blacklist side, because especially on the attacking side, you really want the macro plays to be locked in, because otherwise you will be farmed down by players like Justin or DYK.
Yeah, I think Carahouse, they should be a bit more comfortable from the blacklist side of this map at least, so we'll see if they can work that to their advantage. We do have Revenge and MVA pushed out a B bottom pretty aggressively here. Nobody actually covering the B site at the moment. Ready to rotate over if that does come through. Lucas gonna spot Aldrin, I think, here. Did Aldrin see him is the question. Some sound being made, so Aldrin thinking about swinging out here. Both teams trying to take control over the middle part of this map. Some shots fired even from the side of Lucas. And so Aldrin backs away for now. Revenge just waiting to see if he can catch anyone trying to push Aldrin. Maybe Aldrin is the bait in this situation. And they're going to have their other 2 guys on A.
HTZ from Unlights have had a huge collateral on that connector, but this time around it's going to be Revenge holding on to it, and Revenge not being able to utilize that. Rambo's going to punish him down. Aldrin starts swinging out now, finally, after his teammate goes down, but wasn't quite there to catch any tip of the heads. Minute left onto the clock in Carahouse after taking a kill to open things up. It's going to find the second kill of the team, as Lucas is going to take down MVA, and with less than a minute, looks like the C4 is going to be moving itself down towards the B long area. Aldrin, he may shine bright like a diamond in this position, but the spray down is not quite there. As Carahouse is going to pry up the B bomb site, Rambo is going to be lurking down towards middle by the boxes, as Justin and ZYK tries to go for the rotation there. Not going to check the boxes, and Rambo quickly finds a double of his own. Carahouse is going to find their 6th round. It's going to be 6-4.
Yeah, that play in mid I think was okay, but it felt like Carahouse knew they were setting up for something, especially because Aldrin, you know, he's hanging around, he's sticking around for a very long time in mid. It's like, why, you know, why would he be there in the first place? I'm saying from the, you know, from the standpoint of Carahouse, they're trying to think, okay, well, if Aldrin is there, why is he there? Does he have backup? The answer is yes, and Carahouse read the situation very well. And they're able to take them down, that kind of barricade that they had in mid. So Pacific Macta going for kind of an aggressive stance. It doesn't pay off. And Stola once again just headshotting onto ZYK. Very long angle on this one. And that's a great start once again for the side of Carahouse.
Definitely gives more advantage to Carahouse for this round, but C4 is not getting picked up just yet. A minute has been passed onto the clock, and we are remaining with a minute half onto the clock here. After taking that opening frag, Carahouse is going to be gathered down towards a bomb site. A default setup from the side of Pacific Macta in a 4-player setup. 2 down towards A, 1 down towards middle. In any case, B gets an offense coming down towards B's way, then the mid player can always support this one out. Less than a minute, MVA trying to go into vents and see if he wants to gain some more information. Not exactly sure though, as he's going to move his way in closer. If Kimbum's going to pop flash over the wall, and MVA's going to start swinging out with the team flash of his own, but not going to happen as Kimbum was waiting with open arms. And eventually, Pacific Macta at risk of losing another round. Valdez.
Yeah, the pickoffs are pretty huge, and now Justin's going to be baited into this as well. I mean, this is...
Bait is probably the right term, yeah?
Yeah, this is Ankara 101. Kimbum is just getting so much value waiting for them to push through the air duct, and now there's just barely anyone here. Revenge going to be taken down. Aldrin is going to have to do it all by himself, and it's just not going to happen. 7-4 is the scoreline here for the side of Carahouse. They move over to the Blacklist side, and for some reason, they just look so much better over here. And also Pacific Macta have not been able to get much going from the Global Risk side. Yeah, kind of goes against what I would expect.
Yeah, Pacific Macta not quite cutting it on the defense. And this time around, they're going to go aggressive out towards A and having out the rush down towards middle, and it looks like that is the right decision. He's going to tap out a player from the lobby. That's going to be Dola going out. But that aggressive A push having UIK on the connector, not going to be the right position as Shady just jumps on top of him. Finds the head. MVA starts swinging out, gets knocked out by Kimbum. So all of a sudden, we're down to a 3v3 with Pacific Macta at risk of losing yet another round, only because they are all kind of punched towards the B bomb site. A is completely open right now.
Yeah, the question is, can Carahouse get that read and try to rotate out of this one, or are they going to force it in towards B? Rambo here with the bomb. It looks like seeing if he can find anyone peeking. He's not quite going to get that kill on Aldrin. Huge amount of damage onto him. He's down to 11 health. And now he's trying to aggressively stop this one, as there's not much way to get out of here. He's being flanked as we speak, and Aldrin isolated. Nice pistol kill on the refrag, going the way of Revenge. But still a minute left. Carahouse say, okay, you had 2 people over here on B. That's pretty interesting. Maybe we can go A. And that is going to be the call here as they begin to rotate towards the A bomb site.
Revenge, though, scouted out towards a B long and passed that information that nobody's there, and hence is why Pacific Macta started rotating out from B towards A. Some mid gunfight happens, but nobody really takes a damage, and setup is now being thrown out towards spawn, blocking off the vision of Justin, but Revenge is going to be on the flank, and does Carahouse realize this is going to be the real question? The bomb is going to get planted by Rambo, but the flank being strong from Revenge is going to stop that bomb plant with only 20 seconds and ticking. Kimbum has to make magic happen.
They're going to try to group up together, but he's not even going to need his buddy. Justin just goes in 1v1 as that plant is coming down. Kimbum just can't do it all by himself. That gives now Pacific Macta their first round after losing 4 in a row. So finally getting back on the board, potential for them to gain some momentum from this very close round win. And it's kind of a tricky one as well. Pacific Macta, they pushed out of A, they got position on connector, but it was a lot of trades back and forth, and Carahouse found some big picks themselves. As now, looking to push right down the middle. Aldrin going to jump down, spots them all.
CYK also goes for some pot shots. Not going to happen as Kimbum and Lucas continues to put the hurt into the side of Pacific Macta and making things even worse. Shady guns down Revenge, and Justin and MVA is left all alone. Justin goes down to Dolan. It will be a 1v5 with the bomb being planted. It's not going to happen as Dola swings out, gets another kill of his own, and it looks like Carahouse is going to be able to find yet another round.
Carahouse taking over this map right now, 8-5, only 2 rounds away from bringing us to map number 3, which will be Black Widow, by the way. You can see that up in the top right. So it will be interesting if we do make it onto Black Widow, looking pretty likely at this point, unless Pacific Macta get a pretty massive comeback started here and now. Revenge looking for someone out of the air duct, but he is just going to be pushed back as he spots more than one. Feels the pressure.
Right away.
Yeah, backs away.
Also, that Carahouse is going to be outside of A with Revenge now rotating out towards B. I don't think 2v5 is the right role, but Justin's going to pump a flash of his own. Here it comes the push. MBA not being able to find anybody, and Kimbum quickly up and over on the stairs will take down Justin, and the bomb site is completely open, and looks like the defense from Pacific Macta just continues to fall down onto the aggression of Carahouse.
Yeah, I mean, Ankara can be rough to hold these A pushes from time to time, especially these teams that look so practiced on this map, such as Carahouse, which is part of the reason why they picked this one coming up against Pacific Macta. Pacific Macta have been struggling, that is for sure. The flash is going to come in. They look to come through the fence. Aldrin is going to pick up 2. Still a small chance, but look at this timing from Dola. It is immaculate. Aldrin has to kill 2 people and get the defuse. It is too much to ask, and it will be a 9th round here for the side of Carahouse.
And Carahouse continues to stick in there and hang around as they themselves wants to go onto the playoffs as well. It's going to be the last round, possibly, for Carahouse and for Pacific Macta. They can find about 4 more rounds if they want to get into the playoffs themselves. Close the series out in their favor, but for now, Rambo is going to find the headshot onto Aldrin, and Carahouse's dream seems to be getting closer and closer.
It's looking pretty likely, I think, especially if we make it onto Black Widow. Wouldn't be surprised if they could take it down there, but we'll have to wait and see once we do make it there. Feeling extremely likely at this point. We do have a little bit of a deep bottom push beginning to form here for the side of Carahouse. And you saw Revenge is the one guy who's taking a look at that angle at this point. Rambo looks like he is going to throw some over smokes and nades just to distract. Pretend like it's a mid-hit. Get Revenge looking the wrong way. And that's actually going to work, because now he is not going to hit that shot. Shady just going to take him down, and the B site is totally theirs. They had the information that it would be pushing into B or through mid. And Revenge, unfortunately, not able to hold it down alone.
Now down to a 3-on-5 with a retake situation with 29 seconds remaining. The positions has been already taken by the players of Carahouse. Dola up on front as Rambo is going to find the kill onto MBA. CYK tries his best but gets knocked out, and Shady will find a double kill of his own, and Carahouse is going to be able to close out map number 2 of Ankara in their favor. And boys, we are going to be ready to move into Black Widow after a short break. But let's take a look at